some of the classroom procedures, or you could say online procedures for the course. I've adapted my regular syllabus to meet the needs of what we'll be doing for the first 3 weeks, and then I'll explain kind of things that will happen after that. So there's my general information up there at the top. You've seen my email on the homepage of Canvas, but there it is again. Room number, all that sorts of stuff. And then the class description. So in American History 1, we survey the historical period of early Native American societies up to the end of the Civil War. In this course, students will analyze historical, primary, and secondary sources in order to understand the political, economical, and social elements that shape United States history. Furthermore, students will learn about the key components of the Revolutionary War, the Constitution, and political developments, slavery, and the Civil War. So those are some of the main things that we'll talk about in this class, so you get an idea of what historical time period we'll be going over through the semester. Moving on down, we have Zoom meetings. So there will be a Zoom meeting every week, and you are required to attend those meetings. Zoom time will be scheduled, or an hour will be scheduled for each session. And so I have the online schedule. So this is what we'll be following the first 3 weeks of school. So you guys have me for second period. So I put that in bold here. So from 10:35 to 11:35, that is our time slot for Zoom meetings. So we may not take the whole hour every time. I don't anticipate usually taking an entire hour, but I will say we'll be spending at least 30 minutes going over material during that time. So it's important that you guys show up. That's kind of part of the attendance. I mean, if I see you there that day, I'm going to make sure that you were marked as here. Of course, if you attend that Zoom meeting, just think of this as trying to get back in the routine of having a regular schedule. It's not nearly as long as what you guys would have if you were here. So just make sure that you're showing up to those Zoom meetings. You only are required to show up to 3 a week. So you don't even have to show up all 5 days. You can do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and knock it out. But just make sure you're showing up, and especially this first week, I would like to see you guys' faces, get to know you, put a face with a name, and then going on down here. I really don't have to worry about this until September, but I wanted to go ahead and put it on here about the hybrid schedule and what that'll look like if you haven't seen it already. So we have Group A and Group B. Group A will be the first half of the alphabet, and then Group B will be the second half of the alphabet. And we'll talk more about that as we get there. And then Wednesday will be a remote schedule. So Wednesday, even when we go to the hybrid, will look like this up here. Will look like this online schedule. So again, make sure that you are attending these Zoom meetings. It's very important. It's not optional, kind of like it was last semester. These Zoom meetings are required, and they will affect your attendance if you are not showing up to at least 3 of them every week. So make sure that you know that from 10:35 to 11:35 is time for American history. And again, I don't anticipate our meetings being exactly an hour. I want you guys to have some time during the day to work on your actual assignments. So really, I'm looking around the 30-minute mark for us meeting during that time. So let me know if you have any questions about the classroom procedures, the expectations. I know these expectations are a little bit more stringent than last semester, which is a good thing. So make sure that you are showing up, and that is the most important thing. As always, email me if you have any questions.